Tyler Perry's best friend reveals the worst receipts. As long as he ain't pull his skits, we good.
Tyler Perry is gay. I know he's gay. He knows.
What the fuck?
We all have friends that know he's gay. I've hung around Tyler Perry. I've known Tyler Perry for years. Tyler Perry is hiding in the closet trying to hide his sexuality and not really doing a good job about it when you stop and think about it.
Do y'all think he's gay? I mean, he dresses up as a woman for for his career. His movies are funny as fuck. Madea Halloween is so fucking funny, bro.
In 2013, NFL star Kerry Rhodes had just played his last
NFL. His name is Cherry Rose.
game in the NFL.
That's
he didn't
gay.
know it at that time. He was only around 30 years old, and he was trying to get back into the league, but things didn't work
What
out for
happened?
him.
I never
But
heard of this
around that
person,
year
bro.
of 2013,
And I'm an NFL connoisseur.
a very interesting photo came out of him and his assistant Alton Craig, and people were saying, "Hey, this photo is interesting."
It does look gay. Like, I know it. If you think about it, it's just two guys taking a photo, but it looks gay. I think because they're like, here's the thing about like most gay guys, they clean up very well. Like they take care of themselves, like really, really good. Not saying straight guys can't, but that's the thing about gay guys. Like, you ever met a gay nigga that stinks, bro? Like, imagine being gay and you stink. All right.
Looks like Kerry Rhodes is involved with this man. Now, it's interesting because at this time, Kerry Rhodes was still married to his wife, but people just didn't understand the closeness of him and this other guy. It didn't make sense. And then when you looked at Kerry Rhodes' assistant on Instagram, people thought that this man lived a gay lifestyle. Kerry Rhodes came out and talked about it and said, well, the rumors are what they are, but I am not gay. Damn. Fast forward.
Was he lying the whole time?
Once this rumor came about, an NFL news reporter asked Kerry Rhodes about what he thought about the NFL's policy of asking about a future NFL's players' sexuality.
One little bit of a serious question. Okay. The NFL has been asking some of the candidates about their sexual orientation. Yes. How do you feel about that?
I think it's a good thing. I think for us, for a football player to grow as our franchise, our brand to grow, I think, a lot of people outside of football think we're big tough guys, and that's.
I don't know. I don't think that's. I mean, they're trying to push the narrative, about gays nowadays, and that's everywhere, like about being gay or whatever. But, and if you like in the NFL is like a very manly sport. All right, it's a very high testosterone. I'm gonna rip your head off, fuck you type mentality. All right, it's not a really like it's okay. I don't like it's okay whatever you support. You feel me?
That's what
no, they're gonna attack that. I think they trash talk people's sexuality, bro.
Guys are smart guys that business driven, business oriented, and now that the sexual orientation thing is coming up, I think you will find that somebody will come out and say that they're whatever the situation is, and I think it's a good thing. I think the more you grow as a person.
If being gay is normal, why do they have their whole month? Why they got a whole month to themselves and parades and shit? If it's being normal, why don't we have a month of being straight? All right. How about that?
As an individual,
how about that?
You become secure with who you are.
Kerry Rhodes was still trying to distance himself from being gay, but then this happened. Shannon Sharpe's former assistant, then the boyfriend of Kerry Rhodes, came out by the name of Hollywood Mugler. He released a bunch of photos of them together in provocative positions. He said this.
Kerry Rhodes is gay. I mean, anytime you lay with a person that has the same thing that you have between thy legs and you sleep with them, you're gay. But I think that I probably was the first guy that he tried, and he liked it.
Yeah, you got exposed.
Kerry Rhodes went on to lose a lot of credibility amongst fans and people because, number one, you're living a gay lifestyle, and then number two, you lied about it. But there's somebody else.
I mean, he ain't lying. It looks fucking
Tyler Perry.
Obvious.
As we know, Tyler Perry has a lawsuit from actor Derek Dixon, in which the guy is looking for $260 million at least in damages. If it goes all the way through, he could pay $400 million. But for some, this might not seem
what happened?
Okay, because Tyler Perry is not gay. He has a girlfriend or had a girlfriend as a kid with an Richard woman, and even though he may have some feminine attributes, that doesn't mean that Tyler Perry is gay. He's never acknowledged the fact that he's gay. How is this lawsuit coming about? Clearly,
he looked like he could be gay.
This must be a lie, right?
Damn. I don't have a problem with gay people.
Some old things are resurfacing. There's a YouTuber by the name of Walter Lee Hampton II. Now, if anybody knows about Walter Lee Hampton, I've seen his videos here and there. He's been on the platform for a long
He looked like the guy from The Matrix. You know what I'm talking about?
His best videos are against his former friend, Tyler Perry. Now, this isn't new. He's been doing these videos for at least 13 to 14 years, some even 12 years old. In one of his most popular videos, it's called The Outing of Tyler Perry. Can a gay man who was already out be outed? And then he says this.
The reason why Tyler Perry and I are really not friends even to this day is because Tyler Perry was uncomfortable with his sexuality and he didn't want anyone to know. And I was sitting there, me and him got into a very heated discussion at a restaurant many years ago. More than 10 years ago. And after that discussion, we really kind of distanced ourselves.
Damn, over a decade ago. Shit.
I couldn't understand how someone could be dislike themselves so much that they would hide who they were from everyone. And and I'm learning that a lot of black gay men are just not comfortable with who they are. They're not proud of who they are. They're not happy with who they are. And this is sad. Very, very sad.
I'm not gay personally, but someone called me a bitch the other day because I was wearing a bonnet, bro. And someone actually commented today. They're like, they always got to make it about race. I have no idea why. They literally said they were like, oh, you like stick to your own culture, stick to your own gender, or stick to your own culture. You're trying to use our shit, whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, you don't even have the hair for it. I was like, buckaroo, I have curly hair. I just don't want my shit to frizz up while I'm asleep.
Who I am.
You feel me?
Now, if I wanted to give it this big black nose, yeah, I could run and go see a bunch of plastic surgeons here, put a little pug nose right here, do something. I probably do something to my lips, and I probably can lighten my skin and look white. But I'm still gonna be a black man.
He says the reason why him and Tyler Perry fell out is because Tyler Perry was clearly gay. Tyler Perry was going to gay clubs, hanging around gay people, and everybody knew that Tyler Perry was gay.
Look at that hairline.
He consistently tried to deny the fact that he was gay, and that him and Tyler Perry stopped.
Hey, if you're straight, can you have gay friends?
Stop being friends because he confronted him about it. Like, hey, listen, man. Like, everybody knows you're gay.
Yes, no.
I'm gay. And if you look at Walter Lee Hampton, he's a big guy, he's a bodybuilder, but he says, hey, I've known I've been gay since preschool. And, it's something that we just got to accept instead of going around and acting like you're not that. And because of that fallout, him and Tyler Perry have no longer been friends. But he goes on to say this.
You can't pray away the gay. You can't wish it away. A psychiatrist can't change it. People are born gay.
Damn.
Have to be stopped being so ignorant.
You think is that how it is? Are y'all just born gay?
We've got to stop
I'm asking like y'all are gay.
Dictate our lives in concerns to sexuality.
He says, well, a lot of people are religious, and so praying the gay away, that's hard for people to do because people know that homosexuality is a sin.
Gay.
And so just being gay or being associated with being a homosexual is tough to do. Now, let me just say, that's a great point. I'm gonna tell you why. If you guys from the black community understand how Tyler Perry started off, he started off in the black church. Like, how I found Tyler Perry was because of his particular plays that had like Tamala Man and David Man and the church plays that were touring all over the country, back in.
But he always looks old as fuck. Like he looks like it looks like a younger photo of him, but he looks old as shit.
You used to have to
like he never went through like a teenage year or a young 20s, bro. He just went straight to 40-year-old man
on DVD, and that's how the world knew about Tyler Perry. He literally got on just like Master P did. Master P and E40 and
I ain't found out to Tyler Perry until Medea.
Sure,
I'm gonna be honest.
CDs out
but I'm a young buck, right?
So Tyler Perry got into Hollywood by building up a fan base by literally selling church plays. So a lot of things with Tyler Perry have to do with a lot of religion-based things, and honestly, that is a part of his mantra. That's a part of his brand, right? His brand is Jesus, a part of Tyler Perry, even though he's gotten into different things. But Amen. Clearly, he's known as a person that's a Christian. And we already know that because there's a viral video of him laying his hands on TD Jakes and TD Jakes falling out.
What the
Tyler
fuck?
Perry plays a big role in the church. And clearly for him, a person that grew up in his generation, you can't come out and say that you're homosexual and be accepted by the church community in his time. Now, somebody like Lee Daniels, who's a filmmaker and show producer, he's clearly gay.
Yeah,
but
he looked like
he's not attached to the church.
He definitely like meat in his butt.
Tyler Perry is. So Tyler Perry is trying to hide all of this. And here's how he's done it.
There's been all kinds of stuff said about Tyler Perry in sexuality over the years.
Are y'all fighting this man, bro? I'm gonna be honest. Like, ain't no way I'm going out losing to a gay man. I'm gonna be honest. So, I'm fighting him, but I ain't losing. Any means possible. I'm grabbing balls, dick, everything if I have to.
His sexuality a secret. Millions. Tyler Perry, when people
twisting that bitch, bursting them bitches, bro.
Perry, plays about Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry would meet with them, give them money, have them sign a no-clause agreement stating that they will not speak about him. They won't say anything about him for 10, 15, 20, 30 years. Who knows?
Damn.
He's did this with a lot of people, and he's gave them millions of dollars to shut up. If I was told, I'd be like, go ahead and write your play.
According to Walter Lee, he's been paying people out for years. This is back in 2013 or 2012, and he's been doing it even since that time. People have been trying to hide their books and whatever the case may yield. But the real issue is that with Tyler Perry, is that he doesn't want this information out. But I think that many of us,
gay. Look at that.
Is that he doesn't want this information out.
This kind of he looks so fucking gay right here. I think it's the way these things are unbuttoned and like the color of it and shit.
But I
looks
think
a little suspect.
Let me not say this. We feel like we might be able to see what Mr. Walter is talking about, right? Let me just say this. If Tyler Perry were to come out and he was gay, wouldn't nobody be like, what? Really?
Exactly.
We would all be like,
we wouldn't be surprised.
Now that we got that out the way. Got him. But the problem with that would be if Tyler Perry were to admit,
if it was someone like Andrew Tate or someone coming out gay, that's a shocker.
that he was gay, then it would give credence to these allegations from people over the years, former actors, this person, and because all of that is pent up inside of him, he has the urge to go out here and clap cheeks over here at Claphouse University. And he's trying to secretly do it. And now if he comes out and says he's gay, then okay, number one, he's probably going to be a heretic in the black church, even though the black church is changing now. But in the time that Tyler Perry was coming up, hey, if you were a person that was gay, you had to keep that on the low. Many of you guys remember like Reverend James Cleveland. You might remember Richard Smallwood.
I don't know any of these people.
That dude's last name is. I mean, a lot of those guys.
That's a nice building.
In the black church.
That looks cool.
Historically, I've heard about the great Reverend Charles Nix that played at the St. James Baptist Church in Detroit, that he was gay. A lot of people kept a lot of that under wraps, and as long as you didn't talk about it, it was okay. The black church had a don't ask, don't tell policy about sexuality. But Tyler Perry is still stuck in that generation of you don't ask and you don't tell. Maybe if he was 30, 35 in today's church, more accepting, it might be okay. But the reality is that whatever you do in the dark will come to the light, okay? You might be able to fool some people, but you won't be able to fool them all. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, LCD Jackson, back at it again.
Okay.